What's up everyone, this is the Raving Roman coming at you with another video. On today's topic we'll be talking about the upcoming Steel Path and my thoughts on this particular mode. For those who may not be familiar, or not keeping up with the news updates, the Steel Path is basically a new game plus, similar to Dark Souls where you play the entire star chart again with an increased difficulty. Specifically, all missions will be 100 levels higher than your first run through. On top of that, based on the impressions I have listened to from other players and content creators who got into the test cluster, really wish I made it in there too, there will be additional modifiers to enemies' health, armor, and shields. Upon completion of certain planets and nodes, players will be awarded exclusive cosmetics and rewards. Alright, so a few things to note. It appears that all of the nodes in the entire star chart will have this steel path, if you will. This includes the specters guarding the solar rails, and I'm guessing the dark sectors as well. This presents a few problems. First, of what I've heard of, Archwing missions will become a complete pain in the neck, or the back, because the harness appears to be attached to your lower back, whatever. Till this day, the Archwing arsenal and mechanics are still underdeveloped. While normal gameplay might still seem like a cakewalk for some, you're probably in for a rude awakening, spending senseless minutes trying to whittle down targets' health in hobbled dog bites. Yeah, that does not sound like fun, at all. What does sound like fun though is that enemy spawns will be increased significantly. This means even when you're going solo, there will be just as many enemies coming at you as when you're in a full squad of 4. Finally, I mean, Warframe is a horde shooter. My biggest annoyance is that there are so few enemies in a single space that it becomes the sole difficulty in keeping up a survival or even an onslaught mission. A horde is supposed to come for you, not the other way around. I wish they would fix this in the rest of the game. Please, bury me in enemies. Before I move on, I want to give a quick shout out to the GeoSpeaks YouTube channel for giving me this sweet outro with his red veil impression that will appear at the end of this video. I'll leave a link to his channel in the description below. Check it out, as well as his Face the Strange reading series. Now back to the topic. With every node getting a level boost, this makes certain bosses' mechanics rather problematic. One particular boss I have heard testers complain about is Vayhek, who goes through exceedingly long invulnerability phases by constantly keeping his mask closed. If that's not annoying enough, his weak points are small targets and the dude is constantly mobile. With Sargus Rook, it's mostly just waiting for his vents to pop open while he's setting you on fire. At least you get a little less trash talk from him. The rest will just be a whole lot tankier. On the bright side though, the Sergeant will survive more than one shot to the face. Hopefully. From what I've seen and heard, one of the cosmetic rewards are ship decorations, globes of planets in particular. Come on now, really? No offense, that looks like something you should get for merely completing all of the nodes per planet in regular levels. On the other hand, I've recently seen some posts about Dax armor for the operators, which does seem better, though I personally would prefer something more like Auric in formal or ceremonial attire. The emotes are also a good step, but the ones I've seen don't really seem all that enticing, because it's just Warframe's literally flexing. However, it looks like most of these rewards will be taking a shop type of distribution the same way as done for Arbitration's rewards. Hopefully they will be the new means of distributing future mods, cosmetics, weapons, and more. Aside from that, boosters will constantly be active during the mission. I've been hoping for that, and I'm glad to see there will be ways to increase resource and affinity production. Implementations aside, the addition of the Steel Path opens some interesting things. First of all, will it be a solution to power creep and create a new standard for future weapon stats? I imagine the sheer time to kill might become a factor to the design for the newer weapons. How will DE rework certain bosses to have mechanics that are less reliant on timed invulnerability phases and perhaps switch to tasks Tenno must complete to temporarily bring down those invulnerability phases instead? Will this expedite the development of Archwing and its respective weapons? Currently as they stand, Archwing weapons don't really seem to bring much into the artillery category. Will it also lay down some groundwork for the damage rework and the completion of Melee 3.0? These questions I'm quite interested to see looked into after this mode comes into reality. That concludes my thoughts for now for the upcoming Steel Path. What do you think about this mode? What problems or good things will it bring? And how much do you think this will affect future content? Let me know in the comments below. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a like, subscribe if you would like to be updated on future videos, and in the meantime, be good to each other, and as always, rock on, Tenno.
If this transmission pleases you, submit yourself to Raving Roman by striking the subscribe button. Until then, Tenno.